All right, how's everybody doing? Mid-December 2020. It's been a heck of a year for all of us, so I hope everybody is doing amazing, amazing, amazing. And it's a little bit unfortunate, but our guest Peter is a father, not unfortunately a father, but his daughter had to go to the hospital last minute, so he's not going to make it. But we still want to do the live. We registered the events, and we have people here, so we're gonna still do something. And I just want to say thank you everybody for um, being with me all the way to the end of the year. We're getting close to the holidays, and I don't know if you checked out the video blog. I did a vlog about the end of the year, what we've been through here. A little bit more on my personal side at mikesblog.com/2020 review. So you can check that out. I'm still here, freezing cold in northern China. Two shirts. This is like a thicker one here, right? And then my normal black shirt you always might see me wearing. Dan, I hope you're here. Dan Sant is awesome dude in Canada. I was just chatting to. He's hopefully joining us on Facebook right now. And I just would like to still share what we're working on this, and different brands. So we are starting our own brand as well for next year. Just got the Amazon account approved, the company, the bank account. It's pretty exciting to have a fresh start like a lot of us. And I would share some of my experiences there today with you. So we can just do that. I'm just going to do a quick one today. Basically, the process is not much different. I mean, I started selling in 2004. Then I had no idea what I was doing, to be honest with you. Let's get a second. But I would say it's about picking the right channel. It's about channel selection. Back then it was all eBay, and I had a website, and I did PPC, Google AdWords, and I did eBay basically. And I built the first business on e-commerce with my partner Andrew at the time, and it was quite an amazing roller coaster of a ride. And it's we basically leveraged eBay to build out our business and build out our website, build out our customers. And I feel like a lot of people are always talking about Amazon business. Even the title of the show is starting an Amazon brand. But I do believe, of course, Amazon's taken over e-commerce, especially in the US. But I still believe in going multi-channel. In our newest brand we're launching in February. Sorry, I can't reveal it right now because it is so early that it's just almost embarrassing. But that's the point. You're supposed to just take action and get it done. So basically, what we're doing now is we built out the website. We're already getting some early reviewers, people to check out the products. We're getting content created. Of course, we're making all high quality photos, all the high quality video, text. We're just going to launch about 15 at the same time, which I've not done on Amazon before. But it is a bigger investment because you got to create all this content for all these brands. So what our strategy right now is, preparing before launch. A lot of people wait until they launch a business or launch any, Amazon or anything to then get sales and reviews and traction and velocity. But we're building it up now. We're also a little sick, excuse me. We are preparing to have people come together and building a community, which is what I've said I was on Megala's the Asian seller podcast recently. But building out groups, of course, Facebook is everywhere everything is at. Building out people that want to support you and the brand and the vision and what you're about. Of course, emails, and other kinds of things. But of course, it's about content. I think community building is about content. So we're creating a ton of content right now. We're preparing it in advance, and we're building everything out, and getting things done. So sorry, I don't see I don't see if there's questions from people. I'm just talking to myself here. But I want to maybe keep this one short because our guest couldn't make it due to uncontrollable circumstances. But I did want to at least go live for a few minutes. I wanted to motivate you. Actually, everybody I talk to is getting lonely right now, and I'm lonely, I'll be honest too. So, I'm not good at like hyping people up on these lives. Like, we gotta, stay realistic, but we also gotta stay positive. Okay. And whether it's launching a new business, a new product, growing e-commerce, growing your own website, I would suggest to try to stay positive, try to take a break. I kind of burned out. Honestly, I'm still recovering from burning out. And we go through that. So we got to take a little bit of a break. We got to enjoy. I'm definitely rounding out here at the end of the year. I'm not getting much exercise. So, okay. And so yeah, and another thing I'm really excited about working on is our course and our program and our software. I'm most proud of our team. Michael here, he's behind the scenes, same name as me, so it's confusing. Michael G, he's amazing, helping us out. We have an amazing team. Actually, today we're going to be having our year-end online party in about 7 hours. And, it's been so hard. I think building a team is the hardest thing. Actually, we had some recent turnover, which is a little bit hard on me. I also take things, I still take things personal when it might not be anything to do with me at all. When any kind of business or relationship, but the people we have now, I think, are amazing, and I hope that they're happy with what they do, and we're trying to keep the team together. So we're gonna have a party tonight, online party, and I have a presentation I prepared. But another thing on top of the team is systems, right? Having systems in place, software and SOPs and procedures and culture is really important. So I am been working on that. I'm working on that really hard right now to make that something that others could buy and use themselves. So we're gonna have a webinar in just before the year end, December 29th. So it'll be a very interesting one for people. You can find out. We'll link in the notes of this section to the webinar. I will type it here, secure, because it's a registration. Scale webinar, I believe. And in this session, I will honestly, I'm working with a coach because I suck at sales. I don't like promoting and hyping, but he says what he's practiced with me with the webinar, and I give amazing value. I don't hold anything back, and that's why I like promoting the software rather than the course, because I'm going to give the information, tons of information, totally for free in the webinar. It's about an hour long, and of course we're going to be giving an amazing offer on our software. So just keep in mind that will be what we will offer at the end. It will be something really amazing. We're just starting to prepare this, but it's really amazing stuff that we're trying our best to put together in a package for business owners. Like, we work with some clients too for our content creation business, and they're interested to get this software. We're working with them on an early beta, and the idea is we want to really just help give this framework to others. Sorry, I do Pomodoro. I highly recommend 30-minute work sets, 5-minute break, and then repeat. It's changed my life. All right. So that will be what we're talking about. We've been using some amazing software for years and years now, and I've always kind of given some insights to people, but we're actually kind of packaging it together now as a software service, because I think that's what I prefer to sell rather than like a course or selling a coaching or something like that. I'd rather sell the actual software, the tools. And we have some really amazing ones that has really helped us work together with our team. It's a bit over 10 people now. I just put together an org chart, and looking at the organization chart, we really have amazing people. So, and they seem to love the tools and software too. I mean, it is overwhelming to start with, but we're using that to build our Amazon business now. We're starting a new Amazon brand, and we use our tools. We create projects and we create tasks, and we have SOPs and we have deadlines and we have teams and templates and softwares that we use. So I'm really practicing what I preach, and this is what I think it's just a skill. It's a muscle. It's just like learning how to ride a bike, learning how to read, I'm teaching my kids how to read right now. I'm their English teacher. And you got to start step by step, but by having systems in place, by having software in place, by, encouraging your team. I'm trying to think of myself as a coach. I'm trying to not, I know sometimes I push hard on my friends. I push hard on my kids. I push hard on my team. I push hard on myself probably the most. But I got to lay off a little bit, and I'm trying to be more like a mentor, a kind of coach, a encouraging person for our team. And that's what I believe our job is. Actually, this hat is pretty cool. Huh? Handshake. It's the new internet, man. I'm sick of Facebook, honestly. Sick of it. The new internet's coming, man. I don't know. I really believe it's Web 3.0, or they call it D-Web, Decentralized Web. So we're also doubling down on that in the team. Luckily, we have our amazing web content team that can make this happen. So I just thought of a new idea. Michael, there's a new social network that just came out on the decentralized web. I think I'd like to have you help out with that. I think we should get our team promoting more on the decentralized web. That's a pretty awesome idea. Just thought of that. There's been a lot of new products coming out. There's a new social network. So what decentralized web means basically is Mark Zuckerberg can't you just delete your account or delete your post if he doesn't like it. So I hope they don't delete my account for saying that. But we don't have to live in fear of our Amazon accounts getting shut down, our Facebook accounts getting shut down. It's really crazy. So, but back to e-commerce. It's really, I say the success I owe is our team. It's not me, it's our team. And I'm really trying to actually make more managers, trying to build departments where people work in groups online. And you need software, you need systems to do that. And people say, wow, how do you get this amazing output from what you're doing? And it's really about, of course, the people, but the people are one, but they need the structure, the team, the tools, other people, culture. I have this on my, it's backwards, I think. Is this backwards? Yo, Zach, you're here, dude. We're streaming. You want to come up on stage? Let me know in chat if you want. Okay, cool. Zach's coming. Zach's my we understand each other pretty well. What we're trying to do. He does amazing things at AMZ Kung Fu and seller deals. What's up, Zach?
All right. Hey guys.
What's up? What's up?
Mike. Just morning coffee.
Have you heard of this?
No, but it's kind of a cool logo. I kind of like the hat. Works for you.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Wendy says I look like a criminal. She thinks I'm like a criminal with this hat.
Very Chinese way to put it.
It's black hat, But
yeah.
Basically, it's handshake. It's decentralized web. Decentralized web.
Every time I hear that, I think about like Pied Piper from Silicon Valley. Like the whole plot of the show, they're trying to make like the new internet, like the decentralized internet, and it looks like
cool.
They're actually doing it.
Man, there's a new social network. It just went online Monday. I'm like one of the first users. It's nmd.co. Nomad. nmd.co.
Okay.
So it's decentralized hosting. It's basically on the Sky Network. Basically,
Okay.
yeah. Anyway, it's not really relevant to the topic, but I do think so because I just got another email, Zach. Another guy's Amazon account got shut down. I don't know him, but he emailed me looking for help. Maybe Cherish, I should talk to you about that.
Yeah, send them over. We should hurry up on Handshake and buy all the like .amazon, my Amazon is suspended,
Yeah,
all
dude.
this stuff,
Well,
Bezos.
I'm waiting for the new Amazon to come on Decentralized Web, dude. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think if I can make that or be part of that. But yeah. So yeah, like I think Peter couldn't make it, so I'm just kind of talking to myself here. But
Yeah, this stuff, it happens a lot. I also
yeah,
have an
I know. I
Airmeet
think
later today and trying to figure out if my guy still wants to do it or not. Like,
yeah,
because he rescheduled from last week, and then I don't know. Planning with guests is more difficult than I originally anticipated.
yeah. I mean, well, actually, I don't know if you knew or not, but rescheduling was kind of common, but I never did it live before. So when it's not live, it's not a big. It's not really big. It's a little bit annoying, but it's not a big of a deal, But when you have it
Well,
live, or
one one strategy, like what I used to do with a lot of the marketing meetups at first, was to have like two or three guests, and then in case one doesn't show up,
true.
then you still got like two,
Yeah,
and you
that
still
is
got an
true.
event. So that could be like a strategy moving forward. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. Huh. Oh man. So I don't know if we're still. I mean, we're still streaming this. I think but we could. I don't know. I mean, I think he told. Dude, I got the Amazon account approved. Final. Well, no, I don't. No, sorry, I can't say approved.
I'm knocking on wood too, man. Just
I
for you,
got it. Oh, PJ's here. Dude, cool.
Mr.
Um,
Entrepreneur. Yeah,
yeah.
PJ,
Um,
it's been a long, long time.
yeah. Hopefully it worked. Hopefully he's tech. Maybe he can come up here and chat with us. Um, I'll ask him, or maybe I'll just invite him,
Yeah,
and he
just
can
invite
choose to. Yeah, just choose. Oh, he's in non-interactive, so he's on mobile. I think it says non-interactive mode, but I think he can see us, but he can't probably chat. Um, what was what? Oh, so the Amazon account is actually, man. I gotta tell you, I think I'm one of the first. I got an Amazon China account as a non-Chinese person.
Yeah, they're
Maybe not.
probably
Actually, I think there's somebody
engaging
at your
like,
happy
what
hour
do
that
we do
that
with
did
you?
that. Was that?
They're probably talking about you in Beijing, like they have a meeting like at the highest level, like fuck, what do we do with this guy? How do we
Yeah,
make him?
yeah, yeah. Okay. Uh, Peter says too noisy. Um, well, it's a factory. I think I told you I partner with the factory, and so I said it's a because they want more factories. So I said I'm a part. It's a factory account. So then they processed it through. I'm like Google translating literally and asking Wendy for tips and filled it out, and then they sent me a link because actually the factory owner is in Thailand.
Mhm.
So basically, they they sent me a special link, and I have 14 days to click it and open a new Amazon account and submit all the documents. But I think it means that. I mean, I don't know. You'll never know, I guess, but it seems positive. They sent me this like kind of like onboarding email to create an
Mhm.
account, and then so the one reason I did that was I'll have an account manager. They said if I do it through this link, I get the account manager. So
Yeah, it's usually worth it to get that, especially if you get it for free or at a lower cost. Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's not
So
maybe not the same as like a higher level rep, but they can still probably do a lot of what they can do or tell you about new programs. Like, It's always
Yeah.
worth it.
Yeah. So then that, and then, but dude, logistics has been so horrible. I mean, we can't get shipments out until the end of January from
Dude,
Thailand.
everything sucks right now. Like, like I got like 5 high ticket orders recently. Like $2,000 to $5,000 each, and only one of them was like in stock, ready to ship at like a reasonable cost. Like everything else is either back ordered until fucking like next year, or they discontinued the products, or it's just a nightmare. So you know
Crazy, man.
um, yeah,
Yeah.
so this is just that time of year. And so I mean, we got Chinese New Year coming up too, which is also going to throw a wrench into everything.
Yeah. And then was it you that somebody said it's going to start earlier because of COVID, because they don't want everybody traveling at the same time. So I heard that Chinese companies will start letting workers leave earlier because they don't want a huge surge of people traveling together. That's what
Like,
I
I
heard.
mean, yeah, but it can be a good time if you're competing on Amazon, because all your competitors are also away from their computers for a month.
Yeah.
You know, in China, Amazon stops from like Christmas Day until like a week after Chinese New Year. Like, this is like the senior itis or something for Amazon sellers. Like, it's like the end of the school year for them. They're checked out until end of Chinese New Year.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, that's what I feel. But I mean, I can't imagine a Chinese. They must have skeleton crew. I mean, obviously they have to keep the
Yes,
business
they
going.
have a couple people on laptops doing the customer support, but any like decision making people are gone. So like
Mm,
whenever I would try and do sales to Chinese companies around this time, like it would always end up with like a meeting, and then the person would go back for New Year, and then maybe they would quit when they would come back, and it would be like a nightmare. There's just such huge staff turnover around this time too in China. Like it's the official
mm.
job hunting season is like the month after Chinese New Year. People come back, they get their bonus, and then they say, "Hey, I have a little experience selling on Amazon. I can get a job at a bigger place." And then
Yeah, this is the hardest thing about working in China as a business owner, especially me, like as a foreign. I don't know. At least I felt like it. I guess every business owner is stressed after Chinese New Year because a lot of the returning they don't return. They find a new job. People are like looking, switching jobs around after Chinese New Year.
yeah, I hope all my Chinese guys continue with me, but we'll see. I should probably talk with them.
It is stressful. It is stressful. I mean, I've gotten dinners and tips from one of my best blogs on Global from Asia is about Chinese New Year bonuses, what to give. So I've had people like take me out to dinner, like reach out to me, find me, thank me because they send it to their foreigner boss because the foreigner boss doesn't know how it works, and then the foreigner boss will like give them more.
Yeah, I got to do my like 13th month
Yeah, the
uh,
third basically,
Filipino
yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah. It's all crazy, man. So, but what a year it's been for everybody here. So, yeah, I mean,
I
but yeah,
mean,
I mean the
yeah, I'm like checked out until February. Like I'm not really going to be doing a lot of work. In February, I'm going down
yeah,
to Koh Samui for 2 or 3 months, and I'm just going to work every day from when I wake up to when I fall asleep in complete
awesome.
isolation on the beach, and then
That's awesome.
go back up to Bangkok or something.
Okay, that sounds like a plan. I saw in the group that Thailand's opening up again for
Kind
immigrants.
of. The visa situation is a little better. Like you don't need to go through so much hassle for kind of like a tourist visa, but the hassle is still all the paperwork you need ancillary to that. Like if you need like to get insurance, you need to have like different certificates, you need to have COVID tests, you need to have a bunch of stuff. You still need to find a flight here, and there's not a lot of flights coming to Thailand. And then, of course, you still need to do quarantine, which is going to cost you like $2,000 or $3,000 for 2 weeks. But yeah, after that, then you're free to come in here. And if you're on a tourist visa, then you have another 1 month, and then you gotta figure out some other thing to do with your visa. Um, so it's still like not like an
Yeah,
easy
I get
borders are open, just come on in type of thing. But
mm,
you don't need to go through like the special tourist visa plan or any kind of crazy stuff like that. But Thai visa requirements even on pre-COVID times are just insane. So it's
mm,
it's more like they wrote it's open on paper only, but in reality there are so many hoops that it's the same level as getting into China or getting into any other very tight country. Um,
I saw in a group they said we could have an event in Thailand and just do it all quarantine in a big hotel together.
no,
I
we
don't
can
know
get
if
a
that would
private
work.
island. We could have like Amazon Survivor. You know,
Yeah,
I'm completely down for that.
that would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, we have our employees just manage the business for a month, stay on an island, and do Survivor. There can
There
only
we
be
go.
one.
Craziness. So yeah, I mean it will be a crazy year, man. It's gonna be a crazy. So I guess it's more of the same in 2021. You think?
Yeah, I think it's kind of just ridiculous thinking to imagine that the ball drops and then like the borders are magically open and the factories are running and everyone's like COVID free, and the problems that happened this year are symptoms of much deeper causes in the world, not even just the pandemic, but even if you didn't have the pandemic, it would be a fucking crazy year.
Mm,
um, but I think at least politically, like US will reach some closer to normality state, close to more what it
mm,
was maybe like 8 years ago than the last 4 years, which have been crazy. But you know, things are never going to slow down again. You have accelerating acceleration of technology and everything else that entails. We still have filter bubbles. Everyone's still in their own thing, and you notice very worrying trends around the world about people that are are just into their own feelings about everything. There's no consensus or shared truth or shared facts, and so everyone's reality has become divorced from real reality. And
mm,
I can only see that, you know, continuing to polarize polarize the world and have people focused on more of their culture wars instead of unity. And I think that's where China really gets things right, is that it's a very united country with,
mm.
they've avoided a lot of the problems that the rest of the world has with this, in part because of censorship, and in part just because in China things are really getting better all the time. So
Mm.
I think it is going to be like an absolutely ridiculous year start to finish and ridiculous decade. But I think that there's a lot of opportunity for anyone, going back to the topic that we haven't talked about at all,
Yeah,
building
they.
an e-commerce brand or
Yeah.
building brands, and the tools are better than ever before for anyone to do business. um, People, especially this year would be a great year for content, info marketing,
Yeah.
SaaS, anything people can do at a computer, because this year I'm pretty sure most people's screen time just doubled or tripled.
Hmm.
um, we're all looking for stuff to do, and that's what works.
Yeah. I mean, we're all stuck online. Like, so Yeah, I would agree with you there. It's just, but I mean, still, I mean, a lot of people don't know how to start, but yeah, I think they just got to start
That's
simple.
okay.
That's
You
always the
never need
trick,
to
right?
know where to start. You just need to like sit down and do something, and then you're
I
gonna fuck it
agree.
up, and then you do another thing, and then you fuck that up, and then you like keep going, and you keep fucking up, but like you make like a little more money, and then you just like keep going.
Yeah.
Um, you know, I think it was Catherine on one of your last chats that was like, oh, I keep doing things and they're not working, and it's like I try like 10 things and only like one of them works, and I'm pretty good. Like I can make websites in about like 24 hours or less. I can do all the marketing, I can do everything, and I have the capital to like do that stuff. And even so, only like one or two out of 10 things I do like works really, really well. But I just need to have like one of those successes a year to be huge.
Yeah. No, I like that too. I guess, would you say it's do it all at the same? I guess but it's hard for someone without too much experience to do multiple things at the same time. Even for me, I mean, with experience, I guess
Well,
try one, fail.
well, you want to have like the overall strategy, right? Like so that all the skill sets are kind of complementary. So you're like, okay, I'm going to build this Amazon brand and I'm going to learn about shipping and I'm going to learn about PPC and I'm going to learn about this stuff. But then, if you want to do a different Amazon brand, you just find a different product or find a different thing and you do it better and cleaner. But if you're
Hmm.
doing other types of businesses too, or like let's say you do the Amazon thing, the Amazon brand itself doesn't work out, but you get really good at like writing listings and PPC and keyword research, then you offer that service to other sellers. You have a
Yeah.
service-based business, you make the capital to put back into the other business. Um, or if that didn't work out, either like if you tried the service stuff and it didn't work, then you could do like more of a affiliate style website, sending stuff to the brands in your niche, because now you have deep knowledge of that product.
Yeah.
So everything you kind of do will kind of like keep you stumbling around a little bit. Like actually, when I left valuing, like that's one of the things I did. I was writing Amazon listings at like $300 a pop. I just made up
Mm.
simple messenger bots that would do all the sales for me. Have people post like testimonials in Facebook groups with the link to the bot. And I was in Japan, and I made like thousands of dollars from that while I was on vacation in Japan, um,
Yeah.
just having fun with it. So
Yeah. It's a
you
skill,
just
right? It's like a
gotta,
muscle. Yeah, it's a
yeah.
muscle.
I don't understand people that are like, I don't have a business idea because I can't shut my brain off from thinking of at
Yeah, I have
least
too
two or three
many.
hundred per day. And it's just like a reflex, like you think of stuff and then you think, okay, well, who needs this or how can we make this work? Literally anything you could think of.
Yeah.
So you just gotta get into it and get started and build up
Yeah, I think
yourself over time.
yeah, I think like sticking within Amazon, I think it's true. Like Amazon, especially, you learn the process. You learn the process. You're probably gonna get your first product wrong almost always, right? But you're learning the
Hmm.
process, and then you know, I think that's probably what separates success from those that just giving up. Giving up, or like you said,
Hmm.
3 out of 10. Like that's going to take a lot of time and patience and negative feelings where
Yeah,
you're like, oh, I
it can
failed.
it can be devastating when
Yeah,
like if you especially like if you build like a software product and that doesn't work out because that takes like months of your life to build and then you're like, oh shit. But
yeah,
yeah, it just really does take one thing to work out, and if you keep at it enough, you'll get at least one thing going. Um,
mm,
but failure is definitely a part of the process, especially on Amazon too. Um, but it works out. You always learn new stuff and new skills, and That's the main thing. It's just you just keep pushing, you don't give up, and eventually you
Yeah,
have a huge e-commerce brand.
yeah, I would agree. Yeah, I mean, even back, I didn't really, I'm not really ready to, I don't think I'm being as open with this new brand, honestly, on the show because I don't think anything bad happened with the other one, but it was a little bit, people were like looking at the listing and giving, is so, but back to, the coffee
Mhm.
brand, the first product, I don't know if you remember, it was like a set of, we actually took the accessories from the pot and then we made a set with it, and that totally kind of failed. And then there was a few others that one got the kiss of death. Do you remember that? I don't know. I think you're talking about in the show. It was we got a one star on the first review. It was like unbelievable. Um, it was actually for the greens, the microgreen
Yeah,
stuff.
I remember that.
Yeah, and the first thing somebody said was no seeds because it didn't come with the seeds to grow the plant. It
Mhm.
was just a So his only feedback was 1 star, no seeds. It's like that sucks. And I think we tried to send him seeds. It was because we couldn't
Yeah,
import it to the U.S.
and like you saw what happened with the seeds that people were using for brushing, like the
Yeah, yeah,
FDA got
exactly.
involved. Everyone was going crazy because of the
I
seeds.
talked
So
to
imagine you
yeah,
were involved in that; it would be crazy.
yeah. Imagine a seed seller, a seed seller. But yeah, but I think that's a good point. I mean, I think a lot of people just don't. I mean, unfortunately, a lot of people don't put in the work. Like I know that there's always, there's these guru smashers on YouTube and stuff, but on the side of the guru, I'm not saying I'm a guru, I'm anything but a guru, one of those people,
Mhm.
but you do got to take action as a business owner, whether you're a seller or whether you're, doing any kind of a business. You got
Mhm.
so many people just think it's like, I mean, so many people think Amazon is just like, I put some product there and money starts coming into my bank account. Like so many people think that.
Yeah,
And
Amazon's a pretty active business actually, but yeah, I mean, like you know, look at you or look at me. Like I put in for probably about 5 years, almost constant effort. Like 16 plus hour days sometimes.
yeah,
Often at Value Link, I literally like work from when I woke up to when I fall asleep, and even in my dreams, I'm like thinking about this shit. When I
yeah,
first started marketing, I was like taking showers, thinking of how to optimize my like campaigns. Which
yeah,
placements to cut, what to do. Um,
yeah,
you know, but I mean, it's also not great because I gained like 40 pounds doing that. Like, wasn't super healthy, but you
yeah,
can't really balance everything, and now I'm on the opposite end where I'm not really working, but I'm I'm in the gym like 3 or 4 hours a day. I just finished up like cardio before I saw you. Um, did yoga this morning.
okay,
Um,
great,
going back to the gym in like an hour.
okay,
So
great, man. Yeah, I know that's, I gotta do that. I work, I got my yoga mat right over, I don't want to move too much, but I got a yoga mat over here, and, but yeah, I'm just doing everything at home, but, it's also freezing cold here. I don't even want to go outside. It's so cold. But,
I have the opposite problem.
opposite.
It, on the weather app, it said like it felt like 99 degrees the other day. Like I was literally like just melting.
Mm, wow, melting. It's
But
so cold here.
you can make it like
I'm trying, dude. I'm trying.
even
But
Cherish is cold. Cherish is like talking to me in like a huge jacket in Shenzhen. She's like, it's like
really,
16 degrees Celsius. Like, I know you got it probably worse. Is it snowing there?
it snowed and it's still a little bit snow on the ground, but it's melted mostly.
Mhm.
And but It's no snow yet, but it'll probably snow again or something. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, this has been, thanks again hopping in, Zach, and I think
Yeah, anytime.
this is cool. Maybe we'll use I think we can use some of this for the podcast if you're okay with
No,
that.
we'll do like a dedicated one. We never
All
end
right,
up
fine.
talking
We'll do a
about like
dedicated one. I think this is
anything
a
on the
half hour.
podcast, right? I'm just like reviewing something or doing something.
Okay.
Uh, but we
Okay,
could
sure.
do
We'll
like
do it.
once I like really escalate seller deals, let's do another podcast on that.
Okay. Yeah, I'd love to, man. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome,
All
buddy.
right. I got a
Thanks
lot of
for
stuff,
hopping in.
so
Thanks
I'm
everybody
out.
for anybody watching live. Thanks, Zach, and thanks. And
Yeah.
cheers.
All right. Bye, guys.